The season is over. Who can think of the team that is at least as good as it is today? The first fire in the Eastern District was not stable, nor the 7-district thunderstorm, Maz. The young people are being beaten by the yellow-collared Charlotte. The Yellow Jackets, who were still in the Eastern region as spies in the past few years, were still in the early stages of the season. After 226 years of intervention, the team was like giving up the abortion and changing dogs. The latest 25th century, with 19 wins and 6 losses, is the most recent statistical league to date. The attackers were more effective than the attackers during the war, with a 3-point hit rate. The first is the number of people who are gay and the second is the number of people who are gay. After escaping during this crazy wave of camping, the team also successfully filled the pit they dug early in the season. Overall, the winning percentage has exceeded 50%. The East 6th District, which is directly in the back, police won at 2:05 p.m. So why is it that even the record-breaking Yellow Dragon is able to complete the expedition so quickly? How much of their footballing concept is limited? The Yellow Jackets are arguably one of the poorest teams in the entire NBA. The first time I saw the video, I was surprised to learn that the video was not a good one. The team's rivalry is almost zero. The last time I played in the next tournament was in the 5th to 6th season. The newly formed band, the Yellow Rose, has been on the dance floor for a decade. The first time the world has seen the world's most dangerous aircraft, the first time it has been used in combat. The lowest estimate in nearly 2 decades until last season. In the 24th and 25th seasons, Yellow Jackets won only 19% of the games in the entire year. The team is a racist supergroup. But now they have won 19% in less than 2 months. The first is the Street Fire, which is a military operation that has been used by the military to combat the war. The last 3 years have seen more than 20 teams painted by the military. The team dropped a pound to unite and try to re-energize the postseason. The video was posted on Twitter and the video was uploaded on Facebook, where the video was posted on Facebook. Many fans may feel confused. The team's season has not slowed down in comparison to the team's core battle. Why is it that we can finish a conversation in such a short time? All this is thanks to their state-of-the-art football concept. The team has created a team with the most modern style of makeup. Today's post-bossy class is loud. This is a case of the yellow-haired, advanced concept of football. RT class says yellow rice is possible. The two teams played 4 matches last season, and Yellow Jackets won 1. The 2 games of the season 2, 3 and 2, 4. The other side of the yellow face has been hit by 600. The first time I saw the video was in the video, and I was surprised to see the video. The story of the first woman to be killed in the war. The first is that the government has not yet approved the move. The game is based on Celtic style. The first 5 members of the Yellow Jackets were Ramillo, Connolly, Glass Knight and Diabat. The 4 outsiders are about 200 meters tall. The players who were able to throw and hold the ball were ultimately the ones who were able to throw and hold the ball. The first time the Celtic team played a central role in the game was in the final game of the season. The first thing that I'm going to do is to get the internet out of my system. The first is that the internet is a place where people can create a large number of 3D tables. The 5-point line is different from the 42-team lineup. Diabat does not have space capabilities. He is a member of the Democratic Party. The team is currently in the process of rebranding its team. The first is that the game is not a game of chance. The same goes for the 3rd Battalion. This time, Yellow Feather is not as brave as the other. The reason is that the heroes are not human beings. The goal of the game is to score 3 points. The people who rely more on carry are attacking. The first time I saw the video was in the video. The difference between the yellow and the yellow is in essence. What is the next step? The details of today's contest are available. The first is the Battle of the Yellow Skies. The contest is 89 of the Yellow Jackets are out of the way. The number of people who have died is 49 out of 13. The war is up 55%. The attackers were also killed by 11 other attackers. The 2 sets of data are positive. It's a tough game. The game is a modern game, and it is a game of chance. The first is to get rid of the problem and to get rid of the problem. 3 points in life. We look at the stations of the Yellow Jackets. Apart from Diabat, who is responsible for the party's failure, the other 4 were all outside the line. The first is to ensure that the country has enough space to go. I'm not sure what to do. The two were standing on two sides of the line. This is the time. The first is to get a little more attention and protect yourself from the effects of the impact. The two aliens will definitely get a chance to start. The next round, the Yellow Panther strikes back. The ball is pulled down. The space in front of the building is wide. Argon has no idea what breakthroughs he's going to make. The same goes for two other out of three lines. The first time I saw the video, I was in the middle of a conversation. The two rounds. The problem is that the internet is not the only way to get rid of it. The Yellow Jackets decided on a 3-point shot. The coach must have been interested in them. No need to be completely empty. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. The contest is open to all participants. The power of the electron. The first is that the world is a big place. The first time the group had met was in the middle of a 3-hour drive. 3 RTK team members. I'm not going to be able to do this easily. The camera is located in the middle of the city. This allows the yellow to be seen through the eyes. The contest is 5-5. The first 2 days of the conference were marked by a series of events. The ball is in the process of being broken. The players were not on either side of the defense. The first time I saw a video of a woman in a car accident, I was surprised. The strategy of throwing 3 points. The team is a force to be reckoned with. The GOP's biggest threat to the country is the lack of access to electricity. Look at the space of yellow turtles. The distance between each player. The first is that the water is at least 5 feet high. Miller's performance is also important. He was in the Yellow Jackets. The most powerful player in the world. The team's top space. He is a good man, and he is a good man. The ball he and the opposition party of Karkbalina tore down. The other 3 teammates were all outside the line. The story of the first film in the series is about a young boy who is a vampire. The first is to give players space. Miller's 2-step flight took off directly. I'm not sure what to do with my life. Look at this ball again. The Yellow Jackets continue to roll the ball. Let the opponent's defense beaten to death. The same thing happened in the past. Kon Knueppel once again gets a third chance in the outfield. I'm not sure what I'm saying. The majority of them are out of the country. It's all about the highlights. The first is the couple of the Republic. The winter season is very rare. The third part of the story is about a man who is a hero. But this is not the case with the Yellow Panthers. No one can play hero ball. Ramillo is the colorful one. The 4th episode, he scored 3 points in 2 consecutive episodes. The contest has been completely eliminated. First, we have to face Pritchard. The first is the 3rd strike. Ramillo's backwardness is dramatically personal. The first is that the child is not born in a home. The next ball was to blame the game. The third most exaggerated. The distance is about 29 feet, not to mention the distance from the main entrance. Ramillo is fastest to cross the line. The first time I saw the video was in the video. He is the last man to have a gun. The country is a single country, with a single economic independence. Watch the Yellow Rose today. The first is the battle of the sexes. They played the most efficient modern game. The 4-pointed star. Wind blows and bolts. The other 4 can hold the ball. One has 90. The other 3 were not on the radio. The first is the 3rd line, which is a short distance from the station. The game is free to play. The opposition is not defending itself. Miller and Ramillo could kill the man right away. The enemy is on the ground. The first is that the electricity is coming from the electricity generated by 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 the electricity. The team is not the only team in the world to have a good record. Even when the opponent turns the wheel, it is difficult not to run away in time. And this is not the last step in their offensive. The first is the story of the first woman to die in the world. The attackers were all on board. The outside is firing. The newly formed group of people will be able to move quickly to the front. The attackers were shot down by the Army's former commander, who was attacking 3.7 boards. The High League P5. The Army also managed to steal 2.6 offensive boards. The first time I saw a man who was a kid, I was a kid. Don't let them in and rob. The first is to get rid of the stuff. The scene is still going on. The game is now a basic operation of the Yellow Ribbon Games. According to statistics, the contest is open to all players in the country and is open to all players. The battle was 20 wins and 2 losses. The most powerful man in the entire league. The 5 people, besides Bridges, were also killed in the attack. The rest are new eco players who have been in the league for years and are not in the league for years. 5 people don't even take a picture at once. The best of the best. Ramillo is the only one who relies on popularity. The first time I saw this was in the public eye. The first is the greatest day of the world. How can Penguin win 20 and lose 2? I have mentioned before. The answer is that the best fleet ideas for future football. Any effort to get rid of it. The first time I saw the book was in the early days. The impact of future football. The first time I saw the video was in the video, and I was surprised to see the video. Playing in a no-seater on the field. The country has been attacked by the Taliban and the Taliban have been attacked by the Taliban. The idea of the yellow, green, and radio approaches these ideas. The smallest hand is 198 cm long. The highest is the 208 cm high Jaipur. 4 of them can hold the ball. The fire is already out there. The goalkeeper was not immune to the pain and the big box. This is a great way to avoid being caught in the trap of foxes. In fact, 4G is also a powerful tool for fox attacks. They are also at 1-1. Many players. The 4 space points are arranged. He also played the highest level of offense in the league once. But also considering the protection of fox's meat. The truth is that there is too much. The attack was not a success, and the attack was not a success. The first is the ability to move and the will to defend. The first is the great exhibition of earthquake prevention. But the world is still alive. How terrible their current rule is. I'm not sure if this is the best way to do this. The game has been played 6 times in a row. The contest is over 15 points. The season is set to be the 17-18 season. The Space Force is falling. The Yellow Rose is now. The first time the world has seen the rise of the internet. It's been a long time since the first time. But they are so young. The 10 masters in the league. The young people are now in the middle of a storm. The first time I saw a woman in the hospital, I was in a coma. The game has been played 37 times in a row. Miller is a major explosion. The first is the fire. The video also shows the video of the incident. The best shooters are on their way. The first is the fire. After today's demand, Yellow Rose has won 32 games. 31 deputy occupiers in East District No. 9. The East region has seen a significant increase in capacity this year. But considering the roads, Bulls have given up on the season. The Yellow Jackets have at least locked up their seats in the division race. The report also highlights the importance of the last 6 names will be given to the first 6. Just a few minutes after the race, the game is still 20 games away this season. 20 games after 2.5 wins. The current Yellow Tiger, it's not too difficult. The great goal of the decade-long return to the playoffs. The first is that the government is not going to be able to do anything. So, what do you think? How strong is the current Yellow Tiger? This is a great opportunity for you. The first time I saw a video of the video was in the video.